You're watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.
Welcome to Chiller Theater with Ned the Dead, Dr. Moreau, and Edna the Talking Skull. Tonight, the Atomic Brain. Ladies and gentlemen, Ned the Dead.
Chiller Theater, it's my kind of show. It's a crazy show. It's a happy show. It's my show, you know. Hey everybody, how are you tonight? This is Chiller Theater. It's spring, everybody. I feel multiferous and scalingot, and all of those things are joining to make me a man who is lithe yet still upsettingly fat. Hey, it's Chiller Theater, the show where we show movies, we talk, we give you the love that you need. Tonight's movie, everybody, is called The Atomic Brain. It's a horrible story of transference and brain movement and upsetting foul things like that. We're going to go see my friend Doc Moreau, who has all you ever wanted to know about these movies and then some. It's our segment. We call it Doc's Movie Lore. It's time to visit him. Doc Moreau, roll it or what?
The Atomic Brain, also known as Monstrosity, features a few actors seen in several other Chiller Theater favorites. Frank Gerstle, playing tonight's mad scientist, also shows up in the weeks ahead in classics like Killers from Space and The Wasp Woman. Judy Bamber, tonight playing the beautiful blonde from England, or is it Australia? Also appeared in Roger Corman's A Bucket of Blood. You may remember her as the artist model who got naked, then got strangled, then got turned into a statue, in that order. Marjorie Eaton, tonight playing the evil old rich lady, was something completely different as a fortune teller who co-starred with a young Dennis Hopper in Night Tide, and also had a small role in Mary Poppins. Director Joseph Michelli literally wrote the book on movie cinematography, a profession he was much more talented at, and himself shot the aerial footage of the world's first H-bomb test. And want to know who the uncredited narrator is in tonight's movie? I'll tell you right now. He's the brother of Atomic Brain co-writer Dean Dillman Jr., actor Bradford Dillman, who co-starred in The Way We Were, starred in Piranha, and tons of TV movies. You've been lured yet again. Ned?
There you have it, everybody. Doc Moreau's movie lore. He's a beautiful man. I mean, just the way he does that. I look over there and I pine to have him join me here in the pine, if you know what I mean. We will go visit the movie. We will enjoy ourselves. And then, friends, we will come back and share with you the love that is Chiller Theater. So welcome our sponsors. Tell your friends all about it because it's ready to start right now. It's time for the Atomic Brain. Roll it, listening.
Can death be outwitted? Is the secret of eternal life just around that corner? Today, medical science patches up mutilated bodies, transplanting human skin, eyes, limbs, even vital organs. Is the next step the transplantation of the human brain? Many scientists answer yes, but they pause and add a grim warning. For in the ancient folk legends, tales are told of blood-sucking vampires, crawling out of graves to live on the bodies of helpless victims. This girl was buried in a nearby cemetery yesterday. Only a few hours ago, her body was stolen. By Dr. Otto Frank and brought to this hidden laboratory. He has grafted a living animal's brain into this newly dead body. If the experiment works, the next step will be the transplantation of a human brain. The brain cells are being reactivated by an atomic fission produced in the cyclotron.
Looks more like a cyclobong.
This is your animal zombie brain on drugs.
Has he found the way to outwit death? Or has he created another?
Sorry, I gotta take this.
That is the worst ringtone I have ever heard. Quit that. Don't do that. Put that away during the show.
Deep below, Dr. Frank takes the chance of smashing his way into a newly sealed vault. His experiments cannot continue without another body. The watchman's mind was not on body snatchers, just his usual nip.
Make that nips.
One good nip deserves another, I always say.
Inside the vault, a body waits. This is one of the doctor's mistakes, a monstrosity. An animal's brain grafted to a human body. Leaving the dead watchman, the monstrosity carried the girl's body out of the vault. It fears and obeys one master, Dr. Frank.
He just leaves the night watchman and takes the girl's body?
Well, yeah, he's not some kind of weirdo.
Huge, and it's here now, only at Van Breedy's.
1 year, no payments, no interest, and no minimum purchase.
I don't have to spend $2,000 to qualify.
Nope. Hundreds of electronics are on sale now.
At Van Breedy's.
All Sonys are on sale.
At Van Breedy's.
Save $200 on Sony's 40-inch LCD HD TV.
At Van Breedy's.
All Toshibas are on sale.
At Van Breedy's.
Save big on Toshiba's 42-inch LCD HD TV, just $9.99.
At Van Breedy's.
It's big, it's huge, and it's here now. Where?
Van Breedy's.
Van Breedy's. Why shop anywhere else?
Here beneath the old mansion, the doctor carefully prepared for another transplant. This body had been in the vault for only a few hours. Chances seemed better this time. Still, Dr. Frank was doubtful. Tissue in dead bodies deteriorates rapidly. Where were the live, fresh bodies he'd been promised? He bitterly resents that every step forward depends on the whim of a miserly old woman brooding upstairs in her bedroom. And Hetty March wonders. Has she been a fool, squandering money on this strange experiment? Money hoarded through a long, greedy lifetime, each day more money, each day death getting closer. Ah, but to start life again in a brand new body, beautiful and young, no price can be too high for that. Can she really trust the doctor? Can she really trust anyone? Hasn't everyone tried to cheat her? Wanting her money while they smiled at her ugliness? But they never got a penny. Oh, how she made them sweat. Especially this old fool, companion and gigolo. How many years she's kept him dangling on promises. Well, sometimes it's convenient to have a man, especially when he comes cheaper than servants.
That the Austrian girl?
Lionel Rhodes, 18, no family, pleasing personality, whatever that might mean. Thick ankles, pimply face. But she always smiles when she's spoken to, very likely.
Well, application forms for a servant girl don't usually include bust, waist, and hip measurements. All three will be here tomorrow, and then you can choose.
Early this evening at Greenhaven Cemetery, the body snatchers brutally murdered night watchman Robert Payne, 62, who evidently interrupted his killers during their ghoulish task. His neck was broken. The imprint of a huge pair of hands was found on his throat. It's the opinion of the police that the same gang that has previously...
Ring for Dr. Frank. So that's what he was doing.
More of it, hocus pocus, Hetty.
The doctor transplanted a brain from a live dog to a dead human body. You saw the creature walk out of that cylinder alive.
How many failures since then? Still, it's your money. The bodies must be fresh. This specimen is excellent.
And the police are looking for the body snatcher.
Why the local cemetery, Doctor? Are you trying to blaze a trail to our door?
The final test was essential for your protection. As for the police, if they come here, I hit the switch, a nuclear reaction is set off. Close the circuit breaker, and in a matter of minutes, this house and any evidence it might contain becomes a radioactive hole in the ground.
Be careful.
We can wait for that. until after your operation.
Well, nothing must go wrong. There's no sign of life.
Watch.
Hey, hey, hey!
Watch the hands there, Frankie.
It lacks but one thing. The brain. Hans was still living when he was dragged from that wrecked car. That's why we succeeded with the transplant.
Seems alive.
She is, to a limited extent. She'll be able to move around, but the brain deterioration is too extensive for thought processes.
Hey, everybody, we're here on Chiller Theater. It's time for my friend Doc Moreau. Oh, there it is, the horrible and upsetting. How you doing there, Big Doc?
I'm fine.
I know you are, my friend. I wanted to say you were fine.
You know what I like to have at a job?
Tell me.
A self-destruct, like the doctor has in his lab.
Oh, yeah.
My last day on the job ain't gonna be no cake in the break room. There's gonna be a radioactive hole in the ground.
That's right. He is, and that's the kind of worker you want, I think, friends. I don't know about you, but I believe that's what you want. Now, if you had to have an animal brain of some kind, what sort of an animal would you like? I mean, if you ever fancied yourself as an animal of any kind?
Well, for one thing, I'd like the brain to be able to fit inside my skull comfortably.
Well, so that
that's
rules
a
out
must.
elephant, right? That's it. Although you have a fairly large cabeza, my friend. You know what I'm saying? And of course, can you stop? Don't do not do any cabeza. Oh, I think his cabeza almost touched me there. All right, everybody, we're going to head to the movie and enjoy ourselves. We'll head to some spots. Get.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Action.
Okay, cut. That's fine, fellas. Thanks, Duke. See you in the morning.
Good night, Mr. Wellman. Folks, there's a little rough and tumble for you. But even in motion pictures, if you were to have a man fighting for his life every 5 minutes or so, it'd seem a little bloodthirsty. Well, in real life, every 5 minutes, one American is attacked by tuberculosis, TB. Murph, you got those Christmas seals?
Coming up, Mr. Wayne.
TB attacks at any age, old folks right on down the line to the kids, like these on this year's Christmas seals. Maybe you have a couple of youngsters like these, a little older, a little younger. The point is that Christmas seals fight tuberculosis, and when you buy and use Christmas seals, you're helping to prevent TB from getting at them, or at any of us. You never know whose life you're saving when you buy Christmas seals, but the important thing is that you are helping to save lives. So please answer your Christmas seal letter today. And if it hasn't arrived, mail your contribution to your Tuberculosis Association. Ask them to send you your Christmas seals. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, we're back on Chiller Theater. What do you think, my friend? Hey, now is the time when we're going to present ourselves a little bit of Chiller Theater Presents. Now, what we got here is that the boys, they dig up some, you said, were you presenting?
I'm presenting.
He's presenting. You know, isn't that generally some sort of medical term? You know what? I know there's occasionally in the morning after my shower, I do a little presenting, if you know what I mean. Sitting, presenting, you know what I don't know, that's not a nice way to put it. Well, Chiller Theater presents, basically, we find a group of maybe a cool topic in a neat report that generally helps the world. Now, today's is going to be called Shake Hands with Danger. Oh, I know. Something that, hi, Danger, pleased to meet you. How are you? You get some big hands on you. You know what? You're a large man. You really are. All right, here's the story on Shake Hands with Danger. Now, obviously, in the construction site, in the construction world, there is a lot of danger, right? And the people who do that for a living, I give them a lot of credit. I'll tell you, every single day during the winter, I drove by that big building they're building in downtown Green Bay. In the middle of winter, it's 40-mile-an-hour winds, 30 below zero, and those dudes are walking up there. I'm thinking, that is wacky. So whoever does that for a living, we salute you and we love you. We're going to give you some tips and kind of a little bit of help in regards to safety on the construction work site. Is that right, my friend?
Because we're on TV and we know better than you.
Oh, yeah. And have you ever built anything before?
Yeah, you know.
Have you? You done
weird stuff in the lab?
You know, the best thing I've ever built is a sandwich. As you can tell, I've built a number of those. I've never been a big builder, though. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have what it takes to do that job.
But it's easier to destroy.
It is. And we do that beautifully. All right, everybody, so we're going to go now and shake hands with Danger. It's Chiller Theater presents Roll It.
What if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now.
All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking? You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here. Shake hands with Danger.
Shake hands with Danger. Need a guy who ought to know. I used to laugh at safety. Now they call me Three-Finger Joe. Shake hands with Danger. Find it anywhere you choose. Be careless for a moment. Spend a lifetime with the blues. Some old-timers think accidents happen only to greenhorns.
Hey, Red, I got a gun. You want to come take a look at it?
There's a macho thing involved here. Glenn doesn't want his friend to sneer at him for being overly cautious. So, Glenn shakes hands with Danger. Maybe his friend would have laughed if Glenn had insisted upon playing it safe. But he sure as hell isn't laughing now.
Over there. Now it'll be done in a minute.
You'll save yourself a minute, but you may damn well lose it all.
Hey, everybody, we're back here on Chiller Theater. What do you say, Big Doc Tari?
Was that Johnny Cash?
I believe it actually was.
You're actually going to dress like Johnny Cash. Did you get this at a garage sale?
I'm a boy named Sue. You know, I have to admit, as old as I am, that I actually owned the 45. And kids, for those of you who are listening, a 45 was a small vinyl record that would spin around super fast. And actually, if you played too many in a row, it would burst into flames. Because it went that fast. It was crazy. It really actually did. It was quite funny. Well, I had the 45 of A Boy Named Sue by Johnny Cash. And I believe on the flip side was the Folsom Prison Blues or whatever was on the flip side of that, baby.
Now, I would have thought you'd have had the Ring of Fire.
Well, I had that this morning. I tell you what, I had enjoyed myself a couple of big enchiritos, and unfortunately had the Ring of Fire this morning. I find, though, if you take lotion and you just... oh, no. Oh, I'm only kidding. Only kidding. You want to shake again, or at least high five? I'm only kidding. That was not a good... tell you, if we're ever on Chili Theater and this maneuver ever occurs again, run for the hills. Run. Kids, go to sleep now, because whatever that... we're going to use this, I tell you, in 4 or 5 weeks, I'm just going to go in the middle of the show.
Stop telling us not to do that.
People just go crazy. So there you go. I'll hold him a burning ring of fire.
Say, pardon me, but how far is Hollywood from here? All right, let's see. 16 kilometers, about 10 miles. Which way? That way. Are you going to Hollywood? No such luck. I'm what's known as a born domestic. The next 12 months, I'll be scrubbing floors and making beds. But when my time's up, Hollywood will look out. That's strange. A foreign domestic agency paid my passage, too. I'm from Vienna, Austria. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I'm from England. No.
Because your accent says you're from Australia.
Is this your first trip? Yes. I'm awfully excited. Por favor. I know speak English very good. Are you going to work for Mrs. March, too? This sounds like a sister act. You too?
Nina Road?
Yes, sir.
Anita Gonzalez? Beatrice Mullins, eh?
That's right. Are you Mr. March?
No, I work for Mrs. March. Come along.
3 new bodies, fresh, live, young bodies. No families or friends within thousands of miles, no one to ask embarrassing questions when they disappear. Victor wondered which one Mrs. March would pick, the little Mexican, the girl from Vienna, or the buxom blonde. Victor knew his pick, but he still felt uneasy. Making love to an 80-year-old woman in the body of a 20-year-old girl is insanity. Still, Hetty's plan to transfer her fortune to the new body had been brilliant. Unpleasant to think of what was going to happen to these girls, but a man has to consider his own future. What would happen to him if Hetty were to cast him off after all these years?
Warm welcome they hang out.
Well, there's your new home, girls.
Gives me the shivers. Aren't there any neighbors?
Nope.
Are there any other servants?
No, but I don't think you're going to find it boring.
Not until Frankie starts boring holes in your skulls. Cat! Cat! Cat!
What a jolly little place this is. What was that?
No one's to leave this house without permission. Now, hurry along. Hurry up. Now go.
Put down your luggage. Turn round. Slowly.
Okay, that's a little creepy.
Yeah, just checking out the merchandise, just like you were doing.
Get the doctor. Get the doctor.
As with the other bodies stolen from cemeteries, the nerve endings of the brain were too far gone to receive a proper transplant. The experiment had failed to produce anything more than a walking, breathing, zombie-like creature. But the doctor permitted her to wander about the laboratory. She was quite harmless and, at times, even amusing.
Charming, isn't she? Did you want something?
Mrs. March is waiting for you. The girls have arrived. She doesn't have a brain. Might be advantages.
I want them examined immediately.
Very well. This way.
I suppose.
If I gotta.
Victor, the doctor can conduct the examination perfectly. What an old spoiled sport I am. Have you disconnected the phone? Can't I depend on you for anything? Won't it be nice when those girls start calling police, employment agencies, immigration authorities, consulates?
There will be no phone calls.
A walking, breathing, zombie-like creature, at times even amusing. What times are those?
I know speak English very good.
No, I know that. You know what, to me, a walking, talking, zombie-like creature, not ever really an amusing thing. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I think in the days when zombies, again, I think that one of the themes that we've had on Chiller Theater is that the whole zombie thing, there must have been a time in the world when the idea of zombie was accepted much more readily. You know what I'm saying?
When it was frightening.
Yeah. Well, no, but even then, the whole idea, I mean, if you were to walk up to someone today, let's say you're at Bay Park Square or Fox River Mall, hey, I believe there's some zombies out in the parking lot. You know, I believe that people wouldn't be as accepting as they were in those days. You know what I'm saying?
Accepting.
Well, they were. It was like, oh my goodness, not zombies. Now they'd be like, yeah, see ya, call the police on this freak or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, everybody, let's get to it.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
What's with you, Cranky? Don't need glasses to see something's bothering her. Maybe diaper problems you can't see, but baby can feel. Take that strong ammonia.
You can't fight what you can't see.
This can.
Right? With enriched borax?
Dreft diaper detergent gets rid of diaper problems you can't see, but baby can feel.
There, all better now.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Ned reads the mail. Ned reads the mail. Ned reads the mail. You know, I realized a few weeks ago that I've forgotten to use that in any of the Chiller Theater shows. Remember that thing?
Oh, yeah.
That deal at the beginning
Back
where it
when?
says Ned reads the mail and
Edna the Talking Skull, Matt's on every week.
Exactly.
But
yeah, it's nice to know we introduced her at the beginning of the show. She clearly took off. She actually met a guy while she was doing a couple of weeks in Aruba. She met a dude down there, and she's a bony thing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so she's apparently having a nice life. I mean, she left me high and dry. Of course, she stole all my stuff, took my stereo, you know what I'm saying? Took my microwave, so I have not had a lean pocket in a few months. And I'll tell you what, if you don't, you know what I discovered? You know what I mean about lean pockets? You know, like Hot Pockets, but they're a lot better for you. You can tell that I go with the lean instead of the hot. Because clearly, if you were to describe me, it ain't gonna be hot. Probably not lean either. But what I do is, in order to get my money's worth out. Did you make a squeaking sound just now? All right, in order to get my the best out of the lean pocket, what I do is that I cook the lean pocket in its horrible little sleeve. Have you ever seen that? A microwave sleeve? I cook a lot of things in the microwave sleeve. Like I put a banana in there. That was funky. That thing, she browned up nice. But what I do is I take the lean pocket, I cook her, I split it, and then I suckle the contents out of it and then throw away the pastry part. So basically, it's like a ham and cheese explosion, and you just get in there and just like lick the filling out of it. They're great. I'm kidding you not. All right, now this is the time on the show when we do the mail.
Mail.
All right, who's it from? Don't say the last name, but you know who.
Linda.
It's from the amazing Linda and Nina Witt. Now, Linda, generally see the monkey stuff on there, very, very nice. Linda sends back, you know, it's too bad you don't work at Petco, dude. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? You know, Doc Moreau comes into Petco and makes that noise. Like let's say you were the morning manager. The lights go on and then you go, and every animal in the whole place, they go, they all get ready because they know that the doc is coming to scruffle them behind the ears and, you know, give the gerbils their due, if you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I know everybody.
I think it works the other way around.
The gerbils give you their due? Your due?
Yeah.
I think gerbil and do probably shouldn't be said in the same, you know what I'm saying? Gerbil don't, I think would be far more appropriate. I think that's what we should go with here on Chiller Theater. All right, so Linda, and part of the neat thing is we just got this, and I wanted to make sure to show you how quickly we respond here. So first of all, it says, Dear Nettie Baby and Doc Moreau, it sure doesn't feel like Easter. I thought Easter was in April. Anyway, I know this is cutting really short for you to get this on your show by Easter, but don't worry about it. Show it whenever. That's what we've chosen to do, ladies and gentlemen. So in addition to some really nice bubble wrap, we have some absolutely awesome green Peeps. You want one? You want to slam a couple of Peeps? How many Peeps can you fit in your mouth at one time? Do you like Peeps? Can you get 3 Peeps in your mouth at once? What do you think? Let's see number 1. Go ahead there, Doc. All right, here we go. There's number 2 on the Peeps. It's almost like Blue Band Group, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Can you get 3 Peeps in the mouth, my friend? He's actually gonna have a hypoglycemic explosion here. There's a 4th Peep for you, baby. Here we go. And all right, how about one more? Can you get one more in there? All right, that's 5. Come on, smash it in there. See what you can do. You know, let's hope this doesn't turn out the dangerous result. Yeah, go in the nose. If you want to go in the nose, come on, one more. Smash it in there. Come on. That's 5 in the mouth, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now there's a few purple ones. Needless to say, friends, what I want to say out of this whole deal is that we really haven't done a good job in getting the mail on right away. And, but again, we're doing the best we can. Oh, there it is. There it goes. There. And, oh, sorry about that. Okay, everybody, if you want to send Peeps, okay, spit it back into the thing here. Go ahead. Here we go. Oh. Send your mail or your horrible Peeps. Why don't you send some stuff for Christmas? We'll try and get that on in time. Send it to P.O. Box 22404, Green Bay, 54305. We love you at Chiller Theater, or what?
The state of West Virginia.
A Fender Stratocaster guitar.
A baby elephant.
Oh, tooting his little trunk. I see that.
Idiot. She's useless.
There is one more test I should make.
Do anything you want with her. The other 2?
Perfect medical specimen. All right, Anita. Get dressed now and wait for the others.
Mrs. March, I am now giving you notice. I do not care to work in this house any longer. I demand that...
You have signed an agreement. If you have any objection, you will discuss them with the immigration authorities as provided for in your papers.
But, Mrs. March...
Later. Stand up, my dear.
I've got the same measurements as Marilyn Monroe.
Ugh, I know the old girl's shopping for a new bod, but...
That is just icky.
The lucky girl?
Yeah?
Allow me to be the first to offer congratulations. To both of you.
For me?
Come on. Come on. Your room is in the basement, Anita. Nina, your room is upstairs, right across from the top of the stairs. I'll have to show you.
I think it will be lonesome down there.
Nonsense. You'll be all right. Go on.
Thank you.
Now, what's his problem?
Can't find a tree he hasn't peed on? I don't know.
Keeney's? Who is it?
The English girl sounds Australian. The Mexican girl sounds French.
Like they've already had brain transplants.
Are you sure she's not in her room?
Yes. Victor left a little while ago. Maybe she went with him. She didn't get out of this prison without permission, that's for sure. But you would have said goodbye. Why should she? We only met her yesterday. I don't blame her for not wanting to sleep in the basement.
Oh. It's funny, though. Mrs. March wouldn't even listen when I asked to be dismissed. This house gives me the creeps. She doesn't even have any uniforms for us.
Steve, what in the world do you think you're doing?
You told us last night to clean and polish in here.
Look at your hands. That will leave a stain on them. Now, don't argue. Go in and wash them immediately. You can put the things away after Nina cleans them.
Mrs. March, where is Anita?
Anita? Oh. She left. Last night.
I would like to give notice, too.
I will discuss it with you. Another time. Nina, come here this instant.
Yes, Mrs. March?
Your name isn't Nina.
But Mrs. March, she's got polish all over her, and I'm not doing anything.
I don't want you running up and down stairs. Those pretty legs of yours will get ugly muscles.
The old lady says things like that, and no one thinks it's odd?
Ah, but she's a rich old lady. That's different.
Send Nina to me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be in my room.
Bee, come with me. I want to show you something. leave without taking her clothes.
I think we'd better get out of here, fast.
Bea, I'd hate to go if she's still here.
You go now if you go with me.
This hinge is loose. Help me.
One last experiment before Dr. Frank would be ready. But this was the most critical of all the experiments. For the first time, the grafting operation would be performed on a living human body, and the brain would come from the doctor's favorite cat. Anita was ready.
Hey, everybody, back on Chiller Theater. Doc, what do you have there? Did you get through with the... Was that the bubble wrap?
I think I got them all.
Dude, well, you didn't leave any for me at all?
Sorry.
You know what I think they should do? I think what are you doing with that down there?
Just checking.
Keep it above so everyone can see it. You know what I think they should do with bubble wrap, and I think they've really missed the point of the bubble wrap. If I were making bubble wrap, I would encase smells in the bubbles, so that when every time you pop it, it would like push a horrible, and then you could buy different variations of bubble wrap, and you do it without them knowing. So let's say you send a package to someone you don't actually like that much, and let's say that, you know, you use a bad smell, and then the kids get at it, or the dude, because no one can resist, right? You get your bubble wrap, and you know, you can't just overcome. Not a bad thing. All right, everybody, we got a special treat for you. It's election time. So we want to show you now our variation on election commercials.
I'm going to tell you something funny. I'm not reading this off any paper. Of course, you know that, because you know me. I'm talking right from here. It's the only way I know. I'm Gerald Ford. I don't know who you... Most of all, he has something I like very much in every human being. Simplicity and honesty. Because I really believe he's an honest man. That's why I'm Gerald Ford. And that's why I hope that, I don't know, please think about it. It's so important.
Do you want a man for president who's seasoned through and through, but not so doggone seasoned that he won't try something new? A man who's old enough to know
and young enough to do.
Well, it's up to you, it's up to you, it's strictly up to you. Do you like a man who answers straight, a man who's always fair? We'll measure him against the others, and when you compare, you'll cast your vote for Kennedy and a change that's overdue. So it's up to you, it's up to you, it's strictly up to you. Yes, it's Kennedy, 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 police. Kennedy, 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 Kennedy.
Fellow countrymen, hear me shout. I've got the whole thing figured out. What the country needs is more moonlight, more kisses and sighs, more little white lies, like lovers love to coo. What the country needs is more romance, more flowers in spring, more people who sing, I love you, I do.
What the country needs is more moonlight, more kissing and hugs, more cutting up rugs, and skiddly hip, oh babe.
What the country needs is more moonlight
More feminine charms.
in masculine arms. That's just what the country needs. That's just what the country needs.
I'm Ned the Dead, and I approve this message.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
The power of the atom, greatest source of energy man has ever discovered, is now serving in many ways, from atomic submarines and ships to nuclear fuel generation of electric power. Planning ahead for California's growing electric needs, PG&E, in partnership with General Electric, has had Vallecito's atomic power plant in operation since the fall of '57. Its license from the Atomic Energy Commission was the very first one issued. Now we're building a much larger atomic electric plant to begin operation in 1962 at Humboldt Bay near Eureka. Today, atomic electricity costs more than conventional power in the United States, but at PG&E's Eureka plant, engineers expect to break this cost barrier and become the first in America to achieve economic atomic electricity. Creative engineering, research, and pioneering development like this help keep your PG&E service your best bargain.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, we're back on Chiller Theater. Sorry, dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to...
Scare me, man.
No, man, I know. It's still a little early for Doc Moreau. You're one of those weird dudes that stays up all night, aren't you? You do, don't you? Have you, in the last month, stayed up beyond 6 a.m.?
No.
No? What time?
I gotta get a little shut eye.
Do you?
A little shut eye.
Do you? Oh, that is a really disgusting thought of you and your horrible quilt pulled over your, the awful, I don't even want to know about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's banky, actually.
Now, I think that coming up in the segment of the movie that they're about to see, this is one of the greatest segments of all time on Chiller, don't you think?
If you're a cat fan.
Now, and you know, cat. Let's just say that together. All right, kids and adults, here we go together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cat. Guys, let's say it loud. 1, 2, 3. Cat. It's cat. That's the way it has to be said. That's the way it has to be felt. I'm telling you, as far as all the shows that we have on Chiller Theater, all of the segments over the last 20-some years, which is about a million segments, this remains one of my favorite moments of all in any one. And I know. And, you know, for me to actually take interest in the movie, pretty amazing. I know. Doc is, he's freaking on that deal. So, everybody, get ready for a cat moment that is going to be, it's stupendous, it's delicious, it is spectacular. It's here on Chiller Theater.
It's me, Nina. What about your clothes? Never mind. Let's go. Bea, she almost saw us. Let's wait a while to make sure we won't run into her.
B. B.
You know, for a brunette, she acts awfully blonde.
B. B. Where are you? Answer me.
I'm here, Mrs. March.
What? They're still in the house? She could have made it back to Australia the time it took that old lady to get up those stairs.
England. She's from England.
She's locked us in. Open it. I said open it. Mrs. March.
Victor! Victor!
Oh, please, no, not the stairs again.
I know, we'll never get done in time for showtime at the Apollo.
Showtime.
Well, you took long enough.
Look who's talking there, Myrtle.
Lawyer will see you in the morning. I told him you were going to change your will.
No, no, not the stairs again.
Please dissolve. Please dissolve.
You failed. She thinks she's a cat.
Nice, kitty. Well, I see you still resent the way Mrs. Marsh treats you. I can't say that I blame you. Kitty's always been very fond of me, haven't you?
Does she have all the instincts of a cat?
Watch.
She ate it.
Hey, everybody, back here on Chiller Theater. Dude, you need a little Beano there, my friend? What do you have going? What did you have tonight for dinner?
I'm just trying to imagine what eating a mouse would be like.
Dude, she ate it. It remains, it's just one of the best moments of all time. You know, and if I had, you know, I just think if I had the cat-like, even the cat quickness. I mean, I'm quick and agile and quite an athlete, as all of you know, I'm sure. But if I had any of the cat characteristics, to me that would make, I just think life would be so great.
Oh, but you do, my friend.
In what sense?
You do. You.
Sorry about that. All right, everybody, now here's what we're going to do. We are also going to be showing little bits of stuff. Can you tell that the movie was short this week? We got a lot of extra content, a lot of funny stuff that you're going to enjoy. So we're going to go to some old television, enjoy it, and then we'll return to share with you the glory of the atomic brain, or what?
Number 7. Giselle McKenzie takes us far off the beaten path as she sings the number 7 tune, Heartbreak Hotel.
Now since my baby left me, I have a new place to dwell. Down at the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel. I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely that I could die. And though it's always crowded, you can still find some room for lonely-hearted lovers to cry there in the gloom. And I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely that I could. The bellhop's tears keep falling, the desk clerk's dressed in black. They've been so long on lonely streets, they never will get back. And I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely that I could die. Now if your baby leaves and you have a sad tale to tell, go down to the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel. You'll be lonely, and I'll be lonely. We'll be so lonely, we could
Now here's exciting Richard Hutnut news from Julia Meade.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
No matter what shape your stomach's in. What shape your stomach's in, when it gets out of shape, take Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer relieves the flutters, calms the nervous feeling, relieves heartburn, relieves the stuffy feeling, and relieves a headache. Better than any other antacid. Better than anything you can get without a prescription. Anything. Alka-Seltzer. It's the best. On any stomach.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey everybody, we're back on Chiller Theater. Doc, what's going on, my Ming? I know that, my friend.
Are you enjoying the movie? It's got cats in it, and I got a mad scientist.
Oh, I know.
I like the mad scientist.
There's a lot of love back here. He and I, a lot of times, we play pinochle during the breaks. A lot of canasta. Pinochle is weird because it's just so funny having your hand all wet all the time. I'll tell you. Sorry about that. I tell you, I used to play poop knuckle. That was no fun. Let me tell you that. Pinochle was a major upgrade over the old game. Let me say that right now. Because are you allowed to say that on TV? I mean, I'm guessing that word's okay, but wow, I don't know. That was a pretty ugly. I think it's time for us to just walk out. And for you, I'm just gonna go now. I believe I've been extricated. Haven't I? Or are we still on? Say something, Doc.
Hey, there's stairs outside, too.
Her, I don't mind so much.
B. Is that Anita?
Where? Oh, I don't think so.
Look out! Ah! Somebody help her.
No, don't shoot him.
Just turn the hose on him. That works on my dog.
Back, Hans. Back. Hans!
I still think you should have locked them up.
They're not about to leave this house after what they've witnessed. They know Hans is outside there.
Even if we could get past that creature outside, there's still the electric fence. The phone's dead. Can't get help that way. If we could get the car... That's it. Victor! Victor? He likes me, I guess.
He'll be just like a shrimp on her Barbie.
English, Doc, English.
He'll be just like a fish in her chips.
Whatever.
If you could get the keys from him.
B. I was having a little nightcap.
Who do you think you are, pinching me?
What?
Maybe you'd like some company. Someone like me? It's more like it. Don't you like me, Victor?
Wait. Hans is chained. Let's go outside.
Outside? I think I'd like that.
Victor! Victor!
Anita! What are you doing up there? Anita, what's the matter with you? Don't you know me? Anita, listen to me. It's...
Ouch, Kitty's got claws.
Crikey. I mean, blimey.
Anita. Stay right there. Don't move. I'm coming. Anita. Anita, let me help you. Anita, wait. Take my hand. Anita! Anita!
Aw, poor Anita.
Yeah, don't worry, Doc. Not even Halle Berry can pull off the Catwoman thing.
Astonishingly complex, isn't it? The human eye.
That's the thing.
She's unconscious, but she'll live.
No.
She will live.
Oh, Anita won't. She's dead.
Nina, dear, come along with us now. You've had a bad shock. Get out of here, both of you. You say what be. Why don't you do something for her?
I've done what I can for now. Later, an operation might be possible. I'm preserving the eye. Let me show you. Come over here. The cellular structure is being kept alive by these electrical vibrations. I use the same principle in keeping that hand alive. Dee is a very lucky girl. You think that ironical? Let me explain. I'm the only man alive today capable of restoring your friend's sight. Dr. Alexis Carrel, who pioneered the transplanting of vital human organs, kept a portion of an animal's heart alive for many years. For this, he received the Nobel Prize. And I, who have so far surpassed his efforts.
Surely you don't want to compare yourself with Dr. Carrel.
Maybe Steve Carell, the 40-year-old virgin.
And the name's Otto, honey. Don't ever call me Shirley.
I, too, fight to preserve life and to find the means to improve the lives of future generations. Your viewpoint is that narrow, ignorant one, held by the medical society today, which forces me to work in a place like this, to give in to the whims of a foolish old woman, because she can supply me with the funds I need to continue my work.
You're going to be all right. Nina? Yes, see. I can't see. What? Your eyes are bandaged. Something happened. Don't think about it now. Listen to me, Bee. Are you listening? This is important. Yes. We must be ready if a chance comes. I remember now. It was Anita. She... Oh, my eye! My eye!
They'll leave. Give this chance to take effect. I'm a doctor. I'll take care of her.
I'm sure you will take excellent care of her until your plans call for something else. Or am I to be the next one, Doctor?
Friends, this is... I know.
The poor cat girl falling.
Oh, I know. The cat acting,
It was no real stunt work. It was more suggested.
Now, here, I want to do my
Suggested
hiss.
fall.
As long as there's cat acting, I want to do my hiss. Here it is. Ready? I think, oh yeah, I got the hiss down. One more time. See, a lot of people, when they try to do a cat hiss, they go, it's not it. It comes from within, from the diaphragm.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
All right now, boys, how about a little dinner music?
Okay, Dave, what'll we sing? How about lamb chop hot? I like the hot potato polka. I want lima bean blues.
Don't be silly. We're going to sing the What's for Dessert Jello song. Ready, Theodore?
Ready?
Simon?
Ready.
Alvin? Alvin?
Ready, and here's the Jello.
Alvin, over there. All right. 1, 2.
Jello, Jello, time for fun. Lots of fun for everyone. Wiggle, wobble, shiny, bright. Let's have Jello every night.
Alvin!
Jello, tastes so nice. Soft and sweet and cool as ice.
Alvin!
Okay! Jello's fun and Jello's gay. Eat Jello every day. J-E-L-L-O-K!
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, here we are on Chiller Theater. What do you think, my friend?
This actually marks a turning point in the history of mad scientists.
In what way?
It's a point where they can no longer work for themselves.
Yes.
You know, unless they had a lot of money in the family. They had to go to find a rich patron who wanted them to do something dirty and derogatory and nasty and evil. And nowadays,
all
all
good qualities, by the way.
Today, they mostly work for corporations.
That's exactly
big companies.
right. Yeah, exactly.
It's been an
right.
evolution of mad scientists.
You know, that really, I think, is true, though.
It
I
is
think
true.
when you put it that way, I believe the mad scientist thing, there really aren't a lot of mad scientists just working for themselves.
Yeah, in the old days, they spent the family's money in their old castle, you know, but then, you know, in the more modern times, you had to find somebody who had the money, like the old rich Mrs. Moneybags. But nowadays, they work for anonymous corporations.
Doc Moreau clearly taking this to a level heretofore uncharted on Chiller. Heretofore, not said often on late night horror television shows. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it together. Heretofore.
There.
Got all the clothes
Yes,
and made my hair appointment?
I took care of everything on your list while you were talking with the lawyer. Hair appointment Monday, 10 a.m., Charles of the Ritz, under Nina's name.
I'll want Nina to model these later, after I've rested. You tell her.
They're back. I'll have to leave you now. Remember, I'm going to try to get us out of here tonight.
No. Forget about me. I won't go.
Bea, don't talk like that.
Mrs. March had not realized her new body had such a satisfactory shape. Perhaps not as spectacular as the English girl, but in excellent taste. She couldn't help being amused. The stupid girl was not only modeling Mrs. March's future wardrobe, but Mrs. March's future body. So firm, so nicely rounded in places man-like.
You might have knocked when you came in, Victor.
I'm sorry. Don't stop your style show on my account.
Does my aged Lochinvar disturb you?
Betty, that's unkind.
Shut up. You see, it's hard for a vain, stupid man to realize that he holds no attraction for a lovely young girl. You're not needed now, Victor. Close the door quietly when you go out.
Not going to be needed at all. That's what you're saying, isn't it? After tomorrow, when...
Victor! That's enough. Get out.
That's the way it's going to be when what?
Don't ask tiresome questions. That will be enough for tonight. I want us both to get some rest. Try to sleep.
But Mrs. March...
That's an order. Do as I say.
You're not looking for me, are you? Why would a pretty young girl want to be around an old man?
What did you try to tell Mrs. March?
Hmm? So that's what you plan to do. Get rid of old Victor once you get all that money. The only thing is, of course, it won't really be you.
Victor, please tell me. Try to make sense.
I am telling you. Tomorrow you'll be one of the richest women in the world. Here's a press release. It's in the mails now. To all the major news syndicates.
Orphan girl, sole heir to March millions. Nina Rhodes has a lucky star.
I don't understand.
The next press release will be March Mansion destroyed by fire. Cinderella girl, Nina Rhodes, sole survivor. Only it won't be you. It's a pity, too. You're nice the way you are.
Please don't let it happen. You could help me and Bee get away.
When you're a rich woman, you wouldn't forget an old friend. A friend who'd saved your life, would you? Get out of the car. And stay there.
Victor, Bee too. Bee must come too.
Wait a minute. Just to make sure. Sign this. Hurry.
Hey everybody, it's Chiller Theater. You know, I realized after I've watched this show now for the last 24 years, each and every break starts with, hey everybody, as though somehow I have to greet you each time. A lot of shows just start with content. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
So you're like a horrible usher. You want to help them find their seats.
You know, I always felt that if I had a job that was well suited for me, it would have been a doorman, because I'm a greeting son of a buck. You know what I'm saying? I am greeting, loving, happy, enjoying. That's the way it is here on Chiller Theater. Hey, everybody!
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Flight leader to Ideal Fighter Jet, clear for takeoff.
Roger! This is Fighter Jet, and making a left bank to join formation.
Flight leader to Ideal Fighter Jet, turn indicator on. Red warning light will tell you when you're off course. You're flying by radar. Hold her steady. Enemy plane coming in at 2 o'clock. Enemy out of machine gun range. Set your rangefinder. Get set to use rockets.
He's in my sight. Rockets ready. Fire 1. Fire 2, 3, 4.
Flying in Ideal's electronic fighter jet is like flying a real jet fighter. You work the throttle, indicators, radar scope, and warning light. You control 6 moving targets via 4 rocket guns. Buy Ideal's fighter jet wherever good toys are sold.
It's a wonderful toy. It's Ideal.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey everybody, we're back here on Chiller Theater. What do you think, Doc?
Oh, is it almost over?
Oh, she's almost over now.
Okay.
It's almost time for the ender.
By the way, hey folks.
hey, yeah, introduce yourself quickly. That's a greet the people. Here they are.
Hey folks, welcome back to Chiller Theater.
What's next? See, that's the thing. You know, people when I see them at the store or whatever, they go, "Hey, you're Ned the Dead, aren't you? Slap something for me." And I'd go find something. Now I just go and just slap them. It works out great. Then they stop asking. All right, what's next week's movie there, Melengue?
The Vampire Bat.
You like that one, do you?
It's a classic.
Oh, yeah, she's a
It's
classic.
got some nice people in it. Fay Ray from King Kong.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Dwight Fry, who's always disturbing.
Yeah, wasn't he in the Eagles as well? No? Oh, sorry. All right, keep going then. Always disturbing. I hope
No,
that's the way they describe me
Frankenstein.
in 40 years. Ah, no, they didn't. Always disturbing. I think that would be excellent. All right, everybody, let's head away for the conclusion of The Atomic Brain.
You've got to come with me. No, I won't go. Why should I want to go on living like this? I'll get Victor to help me, and we will carry you.
Want something from Victor, dear? Sit down, my dear. I'm afraid you're wearing yourself out with all this rushing round. I don't like that.
You realize she's mad, don't you, Dr. Frank?
Relax.
Hurry, Doctor.
I'll be ready for you shortly, Mrs. March.
I'll be waiting.
Finally about to happen. You don't know what it's been like for me, living with this ugly body of mine. Knowing that any attention I received was not for me, but my money. Well, nobody got any of it. I've never known what it was like to be loved for myself alone.
Why did you kill Victor, Mrs. March?
Victor? Victor was a fool. I'm a practical woman, Dr. Frank. A business woman.
I've never been a very practical person. I suppose that makes me a fool, too, in your eyes.
Of course not.
Relax, Mrs. March. Just relax. Relax. Waking up, are you? Good. I want to talk to you. You signed a paper making Vicky your legal guardian. That's right, isn't it?
I did something, didn't I?
That would probably work as well for me. We could stay here. None of this would have to be destroyed. Feeling better, aren't you? Why don't you try it on your own? I wonder now if Mrs. March didn't intend blowing me up, along with all the rest of this. You're a very wealthy woman now, Nina. What I must decide is how to keep you and your funds available with the least amount of nuisance to myself. I could keep you under sedation until your signature was required. Or I could replace your brain with one more amenable.
What about Mrs. March, Doctor?
Mrs. March no longer has a thing to say. Do you, my dear? Completely recovered, I'd say. How do you feel? I guess a transplant would be better. It won't hurt.
Dr. Frank had enjoyed this transplantation. Mrs. March's brain winding up in the body of a cat. Poetic justice to think of autocratic Mrs. March scavenging in back alley garbage cans for her dinner. But Mrs. March doesn't take things lying down. Mrs. March did not intend to let her money get out of sight. She would follow that girl. Sometime, someplace, revenge would come.
There you go, everybody. That's the movie. There it is, The Atomic Brain. What do you think, Doc?
It occurs to me a cat is not the safest thing to have around your self-destruct unit.
No, right. I
way
think
they
you
tend
know,
to bump into
right.
things.
Animals that have a tendency to be
Step on things.
that tend to like to go. You know, I'll tell you what. Personally, cats in my home have done a lot of. One time, I left Microsoft Word up on the computer, and one of the cats wrote a 30-page treatise. It was just by walking back and forth on there. I came back, and there were times that it actually spelled words and stuff like that. It was very nice. You know, I don't have any idea what he was signaling right there, but I think he had her. I think we were at 30 at that point, right, instead of at a minute. So I think what we have to do is continue to talk for another 30. He did the Ring of Fire for me for a minute, and I was so astounded. If you were watching the show earlier, you'll know what this means. If you weren't, you don't want to know, friends. Let me tell you right now. I'll tell you, it's our new universal signal on Chiller Theater, the Ring of Fire, everyone, and that's about all I need to say. So, friends, here we go. We'll see you next week. Thanks, Van Vredes. Thanks, sponsors. Thank you, the viewing public. Thank you, Doc.
Thanks for watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Remember to check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.